Well, the Mayor Rob Ford investigation is at times taxing, difficult, invigorating for a journalist. It's one of the more difficult stories that the Toronto Star has covered in the 30 years that I've been here. Personally, I started working on this story in March of this year. Robin Doolittle, a colleague of mine at the Star, and I had done a story on Mayor Rob Ford being intoxicated or impaired at the Garrison Ball, which is a big military charity event in Toronto. About a week after that, we started getting a number of phone calls from people who told us a series of stories about Mayor Rob Ford, and one of them eventually led us to see a video of Mayor Rob Ford smoking what appeared to be crack cocaine, acting in a very incoherent and rambling and disoriented manner. I know exactly what the mayor looks like, I know what his behavior is like, and that's Mayor Rob Ford on that video.
I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine. As for a video, I cannot comment on a video that I have never seen or does not exist.
Well, the story has gone in ebbs and flows since the initial break. What's happened is, according to our sources, Mayor Rob Ford had information where the video could be found. A person on his staff started asking questions about the video. This led to some sort of a police investigation. Mayor Rob Ford ended up firing his chief of staff, and then about 5 staffers of the mayor's walked out the door, saying they just didn't want to work for him any longer. About a month after the crack video story came out, there was a massive number of raids at the Dixon Road apartment complex where Robin and I actually saw the video. The raids were police looking for guns and drugs. They had a pretty big haul from that, arrested many people, and one of the people that was caught up, as we recently revealed in the Star and thestar.com, was Mohammed Siad, who was the man that Robin and I met that night in the back seat of the car. We looked at the video, and around the same time, the same group of people provided access to a photograph which shows several people, one of them who has since been killed, Anthony Smith. And it's an infamous photograph. It's been seen around the world now. They're out front of a house, which is just north of the Dixon Road apartment complex where all the police raids ended up being. That photograph and the video, I do not believe, were taken at the same time. It's the same group of people, but Mohammed Siad, for example, the person who was involved in selling the video and may have been the person who made the video, he's not in that photograph. Is he taking the photograph? I don't know. We're trying to find that out.
One question at a time, guys.
This is a mayor who is not unused to controversy. He's had many controversial things happen to him over his time, both as mayor and for many years he was a councillor. And so for him, I think there's a bit of a polarizing effect as well. Those of us at the Star working on the story were quite aware that 50% of the people believe what we have been writing and 50% do not. For journalists, that's a difficult thing. We believe that the truth will out, and ultimately 100% of the people will understand that what we've been writing about is fact. But we've set the bar very high. We are trying to make sure that every piece of information that we publish on this investigation is absolutely locked down and airtight. Nobody at the Toronto Star is out to get Rob Ford. He is the leader of Canada's largest city, and I think that if journalists like those at the Star were not doing what they're doing and trying to find answers, we'd be criticized for not doing our job. I have to confess that the Mayor Rob Ford story is a dominating one, and it takes a lot of time, and I'm not done with it yet.